Hi everyone, welcome back to Gunpla. For today we're gonna do another review and we're gonna review the Gundam GP-Rase-Two-Ten, which belongs to the high-grade Build Diver Re-Rise series. And it's the number 21 from the high-grade Build Diver Re-Rise series. And this one is a big model kit. So it's a big Gundam which is derived from the Gundam Physalis. As you can see, this one has the big binders on the side, as well as a GN revolver at the top, and the sword which is called Nishiki. And first things first, we're gonna do a comparison with other models so that you can see the height. First, we're gonna compare it with the Garmazabi Saku. So that's how big is this model kit. The other one is the GM command type. And next is the petty guy. This model kit can transform to the Gundam GP-Rase-Two, which is a lower version of this Gundam Rase-Two-Ten. So the only difference is the claws and removing the GN revolver. And as you can see, this is how the Rase-Two looks like. Now you've seen how does it look like when it's transformed to the Rase-Two. Now we're gonna check the weapons individually. So you have the binders here. So you have two binders as well as the GN revolver. And the sword at the back, which is called Nishiki. And the articulation for the GN revolver, you could actually deploy them like this, like that, and hide them or tuck them away like this, which is connected to a hinge at the back, which you can see here. So you could just deploy them to the front. So we're gonna check the articulation of the Gundam. So we're gonna remove most of the weapons to check them individually. So when the weapons are removed, this Gundam actually looks a little bare. Let's see the articulation on the head. So the head actually has a ball joints there, so you can actually do a 360 move. You cannot actually move it forward and backwards. And then this part here you could actually put down. I don't know if you can see it really clearly. This is actually for the Oninomi mode, so you could actually put it down like this. I don't know if you saw the difference. So this is actually down right now. So I'm gonna put it up. So it's down when the Gundam is actually on the Oninomi mode. So right now that's up. And this is down. And this model kit actually has a less sticker than usual. So compared to the size, this has a fewer sticker. So the sticker is one in there, the eyes, and these round strips in the knees. So the articulation on the body actually is another ball joint, which has the 360 but doesn't have the other articulation moving forward, sideward, and backward. There's no tilt as well. And then the one for the arms is actually the usual polycap joint in there. So you have the 360 rotation, but doesn't have any movement. Or actually, there's a hinge in there too, so you could actually move this forward and backward. And then The elbow is the usual hinge on the elbow, so you could actually move it up and down. This model kit is actually sturdy because of the number of inch. You don't have much articulation at the hips and standard articulation on the arms, but it's pretty sturdy when you hold it and when you stand it actually. So the hips is the usual polycap joints at the hips in there, and the usual hinge on the knees. So you could actually do it like this. You could actually bend it like this. So actually the back skirt hinders it from going way above, so this is the maximum that you could do. And then for the feet, actually you have a ball joint in there, and then you have hinges for this one that is connected to the ball joint, so you could actually swivel this 360. Then you could actually move this from top to bottom, or you could actually swivel this 362, which is good. So that's the articulation for this model kit. If you're gonna ask me, it's pretty standard articulation, but the good thing about this is that the weapons has their own gimmicks and they have their own articulation. So we're gonna look at those weapons right now. So we're gonna look at the weapons. So the binder and the GN revolver is actually connected to this part, which you could connect at the back of the model kit. So like that. You could actually remove it too. So this is a GN drive, and you could actually connect it like that. So looking at the binders, so I'm just gonna remove this so that we just could see one set. Looking at the binders, you could actually connect the GN revolver in there, but individually when you remove the GN revolver, you could actually hold this because there's a handle in there, so you could actually do it standalone and put it on the hands of the model kit. And these are the binders. So the binders actually has the eye blaster in there. So just like I mentioned earlier, this model kit doesn't have that much of a sticker, but looking at the manual, the eye blaster should be yellow. So if you want to be accurate, you should actually paint that. So look at the manual. So the eye blaster should be yellow. You could actually paint that. There's no stickers included in this one. But the gimmick of this opening and closing looks awesome. And you could actually move this forward and tilt it, and then open this claws. So right now these claws are the claw 10 for the Rase-Two-Ten, and that hole actually is a hole for the saber. You could actually put the saber in there. So pretty awesome. Next are the sword. So this is the Nishiki, but you could actually join this in to become the twin Nishiki. So it's like this, which is really awesome. So this is now called twin Nishiki, or the GN Twin Nishiki. So it's two swords. Again, you can actually do them individually. So just the GN Nishiki. So the last weapon is this club. So this is called the Rase-Two-Ten, and it's actually a club for bashing enemies. But aside from being a club, this is actually a bazooka as well. So you can open this, if I can open it, but you can open it, and it's a handle for the bazooka. So there's a bazooka there. So if you want to also paint this to be more accurate, that's perfect. So that's the club, which is called Kanesaibu. And that would be the review for the Gundam GP-Rase-Two-Ten. So again, this is the number 21 for the Build Diver Re-Rise series. This is actually a nice build. So I really enjoyed building the binders, the claws. It's a little tedious because there are a lot of pieces when it comes to the binder and claws. But all around, it's a really fun build. And with that, I hope you get some information regarding the GP-Rase-Two-Ten before you buy the kit. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, as well as turn on your notifications so you get notified every time I release this type of videos. I really appreciate if you subscribe. And again, thank you for watching.